Endoscopic gastric reduction with an endoluminal suturing device, a multicenter prospective trial with 1-year follow-up. Introduction. The global increase in obesity has resulted in high health expenditures and a substantial reduction in life expectancy for patients affected by this chronic disease. To date, surgery is the only treatment that has been proven to offer long-term benefits in morbidly obese patients, both in terms of weight loss and reduction of comorbidities. Surgery is indicated for treatment of morbid, class 3, obesity, but with current resources can only be offered to a minority of obese patients worldwide. In addition, surgery is associated with complications, the most severe being leaks, 1% to 4%, and cardiopulmonary events, less than 1%, with overall mortality of about 0.2% in most experienced centers. This may deter patients from seeking surgical treatment. Long-term side effects and difficult reversibility are other concerns that may limit the indications for surgery. There is an obvious need for new tailored approaches in the management of this chronic disease. Diet and exercise programs should be encouraged, but are effective in the long term for only a minority of obese patients. Pharmacological treatments are of marginal efficacy, are frequently followed by rapid weight regain, and can be associated with significant adverse events. Endoscopic endoluminal approaches to obesity have become a major topic of interest over the past decade. These approaches represent less invasive treatments that can be offered to more patients in a multidisciplinary environment without compromising further surgery if needed. Restrictive endoluminal procedures aim to reduce the volume of the stomach and its distensibility. Several methods of stapling and sutures have been described. Some have been abandoned mainly because of potential complications, while others are still under investigation, awaiting midterm prospective data. Primary obesity surgery, endoluminal, POSE, USGI Medical, San Clemente, California, USA, is the only technique that has been investigated in both a prospective multicenter trial and in a randomized controlled trial, RCT. These studies reported significantly higher weight loss in the group who received POSE compared with the placebo group, but did not reach their primary outcome, i.e., 5% total body weight loss, TBWL. Endomina is a simple triangulation platform that is assembled in the stomach using any endoscope and allows physicians to perform large plications with transmural sutures and serosa to serosa apposition. To date, only safety and feasibility data from a pilot study have been reported for this method. Here we report the first prospective multicenter study evaluating the safety and efficacy of the Endomina technique. Background. Obesity is the pandemic disease of this century. Surgery is the only effective treatment, but cannot be offered to every patient. Endoscopic sutured gastroplasty is a minimally invasive technique that may potentially fill the gap between surgery and behavioral therapy. In this study, the authors prospectively investigated the efficacy and safety of a novel suturing device. Methods. After a pre-bariatric multidisciplinary workup, Class 1 and 2 obese patients were included. Using a simple triangulation platform, transmural sutures with serosa to serosa apposition were performed in the gastric cavity. Patients were followed according to the same routines as those performed for bariatric procedures. Results. Between November 2015 and December 2016, 51 patients were included across 3 European centers. Mean body mass index at baseline was 35.1 kilograms per meter squared, SD 3.0. Excess weight loss and total body weight loss at 1 year were 29%, SD 28, and 7.4%, SD 7, respectively, for the whole cohort, 45 patients. At follow-up gastroscopy, 88% of sutures were still in place, 30 patients. No severe adverse events were observed. Conclusion. Endoscopic sutured gastroplasty using this novel device is safe and achieved weight loss results in line with criteria expected for these endoluminal techniques. Further prospective studies versus placebo or nutritional support are needed.